You can tie a clove hitch, or you can tie a clove hitch. This determines whether you end up with a bouncy trampoline or sagging like a ball in Grandpa's sack. Detailed how-tos on all the knots, then make a demo table net showing them all in action. The constrictor. This hitch we use to start off every paracord string. We use this over the clove hitch because it doesn't rely on constant tension. What we want to end up with is this nice and flat top. A regular constrictor looks like this. You go over the perimeter, you cross the paracord, go over the original one and under the X, and then just tighten everything up. The issue with the regular is that you end up with this big 3-layered lump on top. So what we want to do instead is we want the constrictor upside down. To do this, you either tie it upside down, which is quite hard to be honest, or, in my opinion, the easier option is to tie it from the outside in and then just flip it. That way you see the same X's, goes over the same strings, it's just from the top side down. A little bonus is the optional tuck away of the rope end in a half hitch. Next is the clove hitch, which we will use to bounce, to pass over other string without leaving a knot that pokes you, and finally to finish with the absolute dad slap confidence of that ain't going anywhere. You might think this is a clove hitch. Pull, pull again, and it's good and tight, right? Wrong. It is loose and it leaves a bump on top. If you only learn one thing today, let it be tension. For that, you want to cross from the approach side. If you don't, then when you go to pinch it, the whole knot will just slide and you can't get it tight. So, you cross from the approach side. That way, when you tighten it and pinch it, you kind of push it against the direction in which it wants to slide. That way you can just pinch it with one finger and finish the knot with the other hand. A little bonus. For bounces, you might be debating whether you need to go around or stay on the same side and whether it matters at all. And as you can see from this quick little demo, it does not. When you release one of the strings, let's say it's cut or broken, it still holds either way. So do whichever one you prefer. I prefer the clean one. But what if you tied this clove hitch on a pass? How to not have a bump sticking out. What you want to do is tie the clove hitch upside down to save your bare feet and bum. You come in from the underside. You still cross from the approach side. You can still pull in the tension, same as before. You still pinch it, same as before. Only now you finish from going from the underside. It is a bit more finicky to do than a regular clove hitch, so if I'm bouncing, I'll still tie the regular one. But for passes, upside down leaves us with a nice, flat, non-pokey knot. Finally is clove as a finisher. Why wouldn't we use the constrictor again? Because you cannot pull in tension while tying that. So we will use a clove instead. You almost know it. It's the upside down clove hitch, but we add a lock so it cannot come undone. So you tie the upside down clove hitch as we did before, but what you do is you add a lock, which works especially well if you have a little stopper knot on the end. The lock helps the clove hitch not come undone, as well as it tucks away the end quite neatly, and it still remains a one-layered flat knot without any pokey bits.
Now, how I would genuinely weave. I have stopper knots on both ends already, so it doesn't fray. Let's start with the constrictor. So, when starting, instead of doing it from the top, I want a low profile one. So, I do it from the bottom, or you could say I do it backwards. I see the cross, and I go through it. Bangs. Constrictor, done. Pull it here, and it's a little low profile constrictor. Good. Now I can start bouncing. So let's say I will start by doing a little bounce here. I wouldn't do a clove hitch on the first one because I want the tension to even out. So let's say I do some little double wrap here. Then let's say I do another double wrap here. See, I'm holding the tension here by pinching. And then let's say that after 2 bounces, So now I'm pulling tension here, now I'm pinching here, see? Everything holds. Then I'll go over this one, and let's say that now I'm ready to do another clove hitch. Yeah, so tension is holding with one hand, and I'm ready to do a clove hitch here. What I want to do is take the clove hitch not from this side, because then I can't really pinch it all that well. It can just like slide. Instead, I want to do the clove hitch from the side where I'm coming from, which means I can pull here away, and see, even here it already doesn't slide because I'm holding it. And after I pull and pinch, it doesn't want to slide back. It holds really well. I can just pinch it closed. Awesome. One hand, even with my crazy ass big spool, I can still just pull it through. And bangs. Tighten. To be honest, the big one's kind of bothering me, so let's just take a couple of meters. Chicks. Start with the end that I'm putting away. Bangs. And now the end that I'm working with. Bangs. Let's say I want to go now somewhere here, then like here, and then I'll go across here. So, wrap, 1, 2, then 1, 2, pull, and I usually wouldn't do a clove hitch here yet, but I will do it now. And see, again, I'm going from the direction I came, so it crosses itself. That way I can pull it here, it holds, pinch it, go over, grab here with all the tension. If I want it tighter, I take this little part and I jam here, bangs. Tighten it, and I'm ready to go onwards. Let's do a weird cross here, maybe. Like here. Let's do here. So, once and twice. Bangs. Let's do from the bottom. Sometimes I alternate. Doesn't matter. So once and twice. Once and twice. And here again, I go from the side that I came from, so I can pull it well, pinch it, pull the loose end through, go to the little pocket, thanks, and I'm ready to go again. See, I'm hitting my nut, doesn't matter, just double wrap that, or whatever. And now let's pretend that I want to end this, and I want to tighten it a bit on the way, so let's say I'll do a couple of bounces. Oh yeah, and bounces not passes add tightness. So let's do this right now. It's actually already pretty tight. But if I do a bounce here, then let's say a bounce here. Then let's say a pass here, a pass here, but a bounce here, bangs, bounces, then a pass here, but some bounces here, so like cheeks, 1 and 2. And then like pull this triangle out, for example. 1 and 2. Then let's say I'm finally ready to be done. And I'm going to finish it over there on that side. So let's wait to get there. And let's say now I'm ready to finish it. So how will I do it? If I do it from the top, yeah, then I have the issue of a relatively big lump here. A bigger than, and well, it's not that big. You still feel it when you like step on it with your bare foot or with your ass. This single layer doesn't feel as much. This double does. So instead of that, I'm gonna do it upside down. So what does that mean? I'm coming in from the underside, still coming in from the side I came from, still tightening it the same, still pinching it the same, but remember I'm going from the underside, right? So underside, grab it, tighten it here away. And bunch, now it's a low profile one, doesn't hurt your feet or your ass. And then I usually like finish it off like here. And surprisingly, this finish actually very nicely slots in between the clove hitch strings, so it's still a single layer. It doesn't bite you. Very nice, very comfy. Yeah, something like this. Can I stand on it without breaking my table? Let's see. Nope. I'm definitely gonna break my table if I do this. What if I hold it out? Boom, boom. Yeah. Do I want to break my table? I can. No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. So yeah, something like that. Let's see, let me try. This is the low profile start. See, just a single layer. Whereas underneath it's two. And this is the low profile end. Where you can see, just a single layer on top. On the bottom it's like a big lump. Yeah? These ones are nice. And if you would let one at the ends go, it wouldn't matter. It would hold anyways.